It's a black.
What?
Run, ninja, run. Run, ninja, run. Oh, we got a quick one here. Mom, get the news. James Gunn, you son of a gun. Yeah. So, anyway, welcome back to So Media. This is another review of Peacemaker Season 2. I wanted to wait until we've seen all the episodes to actually give our series review, but something happened in this episode where we like, no, we gotta talk about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been revealed we are the grass is greener and more racist on the other side. So now this is Chris Smith is now, we find out that no, it's not no big fairy tale, because it actually is Earth X, the racist or Nazi Earth, you want to call it, in DC Comics, notoriously been named in the DC multiverse. Yes, and it's been revealed, and Team Peacemaker is there with some friends and color people, and it's all coming down. Listen, can we just talk about the fact of, okay, the I don't want to call the ridiculousness of it, but like her just walking down on the street and everybody looking at her like, wait, what?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
And then you, not only that, you have Chris' brother Keith, like, you know, who's a superhero or whatever. He literally stopped his car, honked the horn. Hey, oh, it's a black. I was like, oh my gosh. And not only the fact that, hey, I got a super suit, I can fly. Fuck that, I'm chasing your ass. Like, he changed, like, I got a super suit in the truck. I'm not even gonna give the chance to get it. I'm just gonna go get your ass. Get your black ass today. Yeah. I have never seen a black woman ran so far faster in life probably than Tiana Taylor in one battle after the next, which is in theaters right now. The theater near you. Okay, I'm sorry. Went on. What's your thoughts on this, dude?
Yes, this is the latest episode of Peacemaker, and we will give our full thoughts on the whole series after it's done. We got 2 more weeks, and then you'll get our review. But in terms of this episode, it's just like, first off, Press didn't see this, so everyone saw this for the first time tonight, and everyone was like, okay, James has been hiding these last 3 episodes for a reason. What exactly is the reason? And I was holding my breath, because I'm like, if this is actually Earth X, if that's actually a freaking swastika on the flag, I'm gonna lose it. And lo and behold, they revealed it all, like, basically back to back. It's like, oh, hiding from Chris Smith. No one sees Leo, like, Adebayo there at all. And then you got Peacemaker and Hardcore at Argus. You got John staying back with Eagly. And then you got... it's just like, the setup was there, and I was just like, I was holding my breath. And then the moment it dropped, that woman is not me. Look out! It's a black! Your son was killed by another version of yourself. I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah, and then not only that, again, this is, all right, going to, because it's a part of negative I have here. I think it's kind of cheap that it is an Earth X, because of you kind of making season 1 of, like, okay, now I'm dealing with my white supremacist father, and you're dealing with, like, clan member, you know, racism. Here you're dealing with Nazi, you know, worldly, you know, universal way, which almost becomes unrealistic. But then it's like, I think they could make this more personal in a way, but it's no wonder fucking like Austin Smith was having to have the time of his life, the white dragon or blue dragon, just having the time of his life and being, you know, a hero, because this is his dream come true, I guess. Yeah. And then also it was the sudden details of it, like you have what was it? Was it one of the members of the Beatles?
Yeah,
he was Jewish. And then so to say, oh no, it's MC Hammer, like what? Or Mick Jagger or something, whatever.
Mick Jagger.
Yeah, Mick Jagger, right? So yeah, and then also we saw some of the kids, like when they're playing around, one of them did like a salute, you know, whatever. Down the street, yeah, there was, we caught that. But and then the fact that Amelia immediately caught it, and that Chris, and now this is my issue I have with this season. I really hated the writing on Ada Byles' character. Danielle Brooks' character is because it's almost like even some sense of tokenism. I am the black friend, and now I'm here as your cannon fodder of just like, oh, I gotta here to come save you. Now I'm the black sheep of the group because now I'm the black one. Now everyone gotta go chase me because we're on Nazi Earth. Like, but also say, hey, Chris, I'm your best friend. You mean tell me you did not notice another person of color this whole time? And
right, like freaking Hardcore was like, have you not noticed something's been off? He's like, no, why? He's like, you didn't. She literally said it. You didn't notice there was no other colored people?
Yeah, and it's like, now to me, I think this is also kind of a allegory of how, if you want to call it allegory or just metaphor of like white privilege is, the privilege is invisible to people who have it, right? Because he's not noticing, oh, what's going on? I'm having the time of my life. Which then again, it's also showing just world where white people, or when racism exists and when it's present, and then they don't understand and not visibly aware because they don't really experience it compared to what we experience it. So it's like when the sense of privilege, oh yeah, it's invisible to the people who have it. You think you have the time of your life, but everyone else around you, people of color, is suffering. And it's the shockness of it, and I hope that to me, I feel like I want episode 7 to be Ada Byles' episode where it's like, Chris, how the hell were you think this is the grass is green? You're the one that shared this with me, and you mean tell me there's not no other person of color here this whole time, and you want to be on this earth? Like that's like that's a cop out, and now I want to hear what your thoughts is now, because we also have a cameo here, which I thought was so smart.
Yes.
And we bring in Lex Luthor, who is in Bell Rev, and is basically, he has experience with dimensional rifts and everything. And Rick Flag Sr. has to make a deal. Now, I think there's also an open door there. The fact that like he went to Bell Rev, there's other people at Bell Rev, and that that he can call, right? But the fact of too, like, so Rick Flag's whole motivation this entire season, I feel like he's just been out of control, and honestly, he's emotionally compromised. But I've just been really frustrated with his character because, like you could have called anybody else that does Dimension. You could call Mr. Terrific. You could have called the Justice Gang. You could have called other people, but no, you call the dude that's locked up in jail. Because all the other ways were more legal, right? This is like, oh, you gotta make a deal with the literal devil, whatever. And to see that you can transport him into what was it, the prison called Van Cole? Prison, which is another prison in Metropolis and stuff. That's ties to Metallo, by the way. But yeah, that was I like what they did there. But what are your thoughts on the Lex Luthor connection that they did in this whole thing? Because I felt that was the whole meat. I'm like, okay, that was great in terms of universally. There's a list of the smartest men in the DC universe. He's in the top 3, point blank, period. And there's been many times in the comics where they have to go back to reference him. Hey, we need your help here, whatever. Like, okay, what you can do for me? But yeah, what was your thoughts on Lex Luthor and Nicholas Hoult coming back in this episode?
One is when it was shown that Rick, because again, I did see briefly like the teaser for this episode and saw that he was like, oh, I'm gonna go make a call at Bell Rev. I'm like, okay, it has to be Lex, because literally we just put his ass in there, and he's the only other person that outside of Mr. Terrific that knows about these dimensional rifts and how they work, or at the very least how to track them and how they usually operate. So it makes sense, and it's great to see Nicholas Hoult again immediately after Superman. And yes, this 100% also sets up Man of Tomorrow coming out in like 2 years. But it's like, it makes sense, but at the same time, I can also feel where it's like, there are, like I said, Mr. Terrific could have had some inputs. You could have asked any other member of the Justice Gang. You could have asked any other member. Like, hell, yes, I know that we don't have a lot of DC characters set up yet, but you could have called a certain somebody or a certain few people. And it's like, you didn't, because, he's emotionally compromised. And I get it. Peacemaker killed your son, but it's like, at the same time, you're trying to prevent another Metropolis situation. I think it's okay to be like, hey, Mr. Terrific, I know you know how to close these portals. Do you mind helping me closing this one? Like calling in the Justice Gang, calling in a Green Lantern, calling in somebody other than the dude who caused the last big dimensional rift mess. Like, it's good to see Lex again, but I'm just like, bruh, think smarter.
Yeah. And I definitely see him, this is going to bite him in the butt later. And, as we know, the last 3 episodes are kind of like leading into Man of Tomorrow. Definitely see him getting out of prison, some form of fashion. I did like, again, I just like to have Lex's conversation. He's like, listen, stop wasting my time. You don't need to negotiate terms with me because I'm going to out negotiate you. It's like, this is that demeanor of Lex Luthor is what I was waiting to see. And we saw a little glimpse of that in Superman, because Superman, he was have high energy, and people was like, some people that was too much for them, but this was more calm, cool, collective. He's not creating no facade or anything like that. No, I'm Lex Luthor. I'm the smartest, one of the smartest people in here. What you want, stop wasting my time, and we'll stop wasting yours. Like that is Lex Luthor. And to me, it's like I cannot wait for the next decade to see how this character matures and how Nicholas Hoult matures in this role. Because again, I think it's just showing a lot more range of him as an actor that I feel like always has been there, but it just it was great to see that. But now going to the Nazi Earth and now everything, fact of Vigilante having a Spider-Man moment. Okay.
Yeah, that like legit when they introduced this Nazi Earth Adrian, I was like, oh, is this one where he's just all business? Like, we find out later that he is part of the Sons of Liberty that, Peacemaker killed a few of them a few episodes ago, and that he's Peacemaker's mortal enemy on here. So we do find, but it's like, other than having the seriousness when it comes to fighting Peacemaker, he's practically no different than the Adrian on our Earth. Like, he's practically not that different.
Except for one small thing. And that's the thing, like, I love the fact of, like, okay, I laughed at it. Like, I was just like, oh, he just like, he's like, wait, who are you? It's like, oh, I'm you. No, you. It's like, hi. Like, hi. I was like, oh wait, is that like, oh, the other one's like the comic, version where he's more serious and darker? Like, oh no, this is, and it's like, but it's just one small detail. It's like, no, Peacemaker's not my best friend. He's my arch nemesis. That's why he made me. That's the reason why I joined the Sons of Liberty. It's like, bingo, there we go. That he killed. Now, this is my issue that I feel was kind of cheap. It's like, you basically make the same Peacemaker joke twice that you did in the Suicide Squad, that you went and killed the team. You're basically your team of people that are actually the good guys, and you thought were villains, and oh no, these are the good guys. And it's like, oh, and I just brutally just murdered all of them. It's the small details in there, and I don't know. Like, I'm thinking that this is like, things come across a little bit cheap for this reveal, because one, people called it, and two, it's like, we waited this long to not actually get this revealed, only to like, okay, 3 episodes to finally understand where we're going with this. But what I felt was so great was like, we finally have Team Peacemaker together, moving forward and doing a mission. Great. And then it's just like, all right, now we have this reveal. We've been waiting for over 5 episodes for you to reveal. And now just like, all right, now let's get to the meat of this. Also, this is another question. Where's Judo Master? Like,
right. He went through the portal last episode, and so far he hasn't, like, I mean, hell, you think he would also, just like out of bio, he would also be getting attacked right now.
No Cheetos for you, son. Like,
look,
right.
It's a little Asian man.
It's a little China man. Bitch, I'm Korean. Like, it's like that's like. Now, this is what I'll think will happen in the episode 8, and I'm just like, listen. Because there was a fanboy in me in this, and then there's the critic side of me came. It's all right. I think there's like some cheap writing in this of that reveal that was Nazi Earth and also like that power. The reveal of this of it being a Nazi, I thought it was smart that he had the flags rolled up in the set around in multiple episodes. Like, you actually never fully saw this, the flags and everything. But the small dialogue, Bloodhaven, that was
the fact they mispronounced Bloodhaven, it's like, huh?
Yeah. Right. And again, there's a small social cues in there, but I do not see no other way. I think it'll be a huge missed opportunity that if you do not get GI Robot in this to come show up. And I'm like, it'll be such a glorifying moment that I was just like, and not only that, it'll be the perfect reveal for people like, wait, who is this character? Oh, let me go watch these shows, these animated shows I had known nothing about.
Exactly, but no, look. Either the GI Robot from the main DC universe or a GI Robot that exists on that Earth. We just need to see him have his moment. We need to see him show up and just wreck shop.
But also, do you not think that you having Argus, you have a Latina soldier and a black man, Tim Meadows here also going and to go searching, like, oh yeah, we're going after Team Peacemaker, but actually yeah, we'll just team up with you now.
Yeah, I can see, like, I can already see that if Argus does find where the portal's at, or there's somehow they will find it. I mean, next episode's tease shows that they are looking for it, so they will most likely get to Earth X as well. If not halfway through next episode, then definitely in the final episode 8. But I could definitely see where it's going to be Team Peacemaker, you're all gonna get arrested, but for right now, let's just get the fuck off this racist ass Earth.
Yeah, and I don't know where this is gonna lead to, how it's gonna connect to Man Tomorrow. Because right now you're going straight multiverse. I don't know what plays, because at first when I saw the drooping faces, I was thinking this was a Brainiac simulation. At first, in the first 2 minutes of the episode where they're selfie and their faces were drooping and stuff, like I just thought, oh, it's it's probably a simulation of Brainiac or something, just something connecting dots to see Brainiac potentially be the villain of Man Tomorrow. But again, at this point, I don't know what a multiversal story you have as the villain of Man Tomorrow, but I just don't know.
I don't know if I would see, like, the only elements I could see, like, especially from this episode, it's like Lex being transferred to a prison in Metropolis. Yep, he's definitely there for whenever the Man of Tomorrow events happen. But I could also see, like, maybe not in a multiversal way, but just in a sense that type of dimensional rift catches the attention of Brainiac. He's like, oh, these beings are smart enough to be able to activate a rift between the multiverse. Maybe I should go see what's up with this planet Earth, something like that. Because I definitely think at this point, yeah, it is Brainiac, especially when James Gunn showed us the cover of the script for Man of Tomorrow, and it's just like, I kind of feel like, but I think it's more so just the fact that they're able to open dimensional rifts is going to catch Brainiac's attention to see if this Earth is good enough to be bottled.
Yeah, I don't know where this is going to lead to, but yeah, I'm here for it. And now you have my attention, James, but again, I'm seeing also lingering problems that I'm going to see after this season, finale, and digest this whole, season as a whole, because I have my gripes. Like, I don't think it's smart for you to wait 3 episodes, the final 3 episodes, to actually have a meat of a show. I don't think that's great writing. Say, well, the last 3 episodes is almost like a different show, but do I have to go through 5 episodes to get to that? No, I don't think that. I mean, and again, we'll see how it is. Again, people are enjoying it. I'm not saying there's not good moments in this episode too, but I'm just seeing lingering problems, especially with the people of color this season, with Ada Byles' character and Tim Meadows' character. I have an issue how Black people are being written in this show, but we'll get into it, whatever. But make sure you subscribe button, comment, like, and share. Let us know your thoughts on episode 6 of Peacemaker season 2. And as we get to a home stretch with the final 2 episodes, which is on HBO Max. All right, guys, see you guys in the next video. Peace.